welcome to the next session on ANSYS Workbench tutorials. In this session, we are going to analyze a frame which is used for a project and you want to do the static structure analysis of that frame. So if you have a problem of this sort, how you would solve it? So we will start by double clicking on static structural. Now the geometry for the frame is already made because it is in relation to a particular project which I have dealt with. So I am showing you for that frame itself. If you have any other frame for your analysis, you can use that frame design. So I will directly import the frame. Also, I'll give you the model for this frame in case you want to use it for practice or reference purpose. So we'll just right click on this and go to Edit Geometry in Design Modeler. You can see here beside import there is a yellow thunder. So click on import and click on generate. So this is the frame. Now the operation is add frozen. You can change this to add material and generate such that it becomes a little dark in color. So this is the frame which I have with me. So I'm going to analyze this one. If you have any other frame for any equipment or any project work, you can use it. So I have done this. I'll close it now. Then I'll go to model and double click. We'll first go to geometry. Now if you see, the material is structural steel. Now generally these kind of frames are made of steel itself and the properties would be approximately the same. Hence I'm not changing the material. I'm leaving it to structural steel itself. If you are using any particular material, I have already told you how to create a new material. You can use that logic and create that material for yourself. Currently I'm using structural steel itself. So next I'll go to mesh. I'll give the size in mm. You can see here the values should be in mm. So see, I'm giving it as 10 mm and I'll go to generate. So now you can see the meshing is done. Next I'll go to static structural and insert fixed support. Generally we keep the support on the ground. So this is the basic condition which everyone has to give. I'll choose face and I'll select these ends. Press Ctrl and select all 4 of them. Apply. Since it is touching the ground, this will be fixed. And on this end, this is how the frame looks like from the front. So on this end, the maximum load which can be inserted is based on your project itself. So the data which I have for this, which was given to me, is 50 kgs. So I'll apply on this one and I'll change vector to component. Along the y-axis, I'll give 50 kg. Kg to Newton is multiplied with 10 roughly. So it becomes 500 and the direction is downward. Hence I'll add a minus sign. So minus 500 Newton. Then I'll go to solution, right click, insert deformation total. I also want to insert deformation directional. I want to see what is the deformation along the y-axis. So I'll change the orientation to y. Then I'll insert strain equivalent. I'll insert stress equivalent. I'll insert fatigue tool. And here I'm going to change the mean stress theory to say Goodman theory. Then I'll right click and insert life. I want to see what is the damage and what is the safety factor. Then I'll go to solution and solve. We'll start with total deformation. You can animate and see here. The maximum value is 0.4 mm. Minimum is 0 in this zone where it is blue. Now if you want, you can change the contour to smooth contour. Go to edges and select no wireframe such that you are able to see the frame of the project without the elements. Or if you want to see the elements, you can click on show elements. Then you can go to directional deformation along the y-axis. Maximum deformation is 0.015 mm, which is in red color, so along these zones, and minimum is minus 0.413 mm, which is over here. Then we'll go to equivalent elastic strain. You can animate this, but it's not of much use because deformation and strain and stress will show the same format of motion, but the colors will change. So you can see here, this is the equivalent strain. So the maximum value of strain is 0.000109. Minimum is 1.072 into 10 raised to minus 9. So that's what you can see over here. Again, if the colors are not visible, click on no wireframe. You can see now very clearly the blue and the red colors have been very visible now. Then we'll go for equivalent stress. Again, you can see the stress is maximum of 21.4 megapascal, where the color is red in certain zones, and the rest of the cases it is 0.00017 minimum value. And in certain places it is green also in color, so you can just see this here in this zone. Now we'll go to fatigue tool. You can see the life will be 1 into 10 raised to 6 cycles for this frame. The damage is 1000, as you can see here, and the maximum life actually is 1 into 10 raised to 9 cycles for any object in the software. But when you see the damage, it is 1000, which means your life is reduced to 1 into 10 raised to 6 cycles. Then comes safety factor. You can see here there are a variety of colors. Mostly your frame is safe under this loading because it is showing a maximum of factor of safety or safety factor as 15 in most of the places. Only in few places you can see it is little greenish or little bit of orangish in color. So in this zones it is going to be 10 or 4, but again under this loading your object is completely safe. Now if you want to analyze further, what you can do is, rather than going to the actual frame here in this simulation, you can add and increase the value and you can see what will be the reaction. And what is the amount of safety factor you expect, what is the displacement you expect, you have to decide that, and then accordingly you can judge what will be the maximum loading which you can give on this frame. So that's how you do a static structural analysis of a frame. With this, I end the session. I hope you have understood the analysis. If you have any doubt, please write to me in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon for latest video updates. See you in the next session. Thank you.